Hello, this is Mike Turner, and I felt compelled to do another market update. Even though I did one a few weeks ago, but the market's changing so fast, and so I wanted to do another one and this one is really kind of focused more on the new construction side of things in the Boise area market and how it's actually influencing home prices for the existing home sales, resale market too. So let's just dig in. This first chart, by the way, a number of these charts are from Web Charts. It's a paid subscription. You can get it. It's really good. You can get hundreds of charts from them. Super good. So check that out if you want more charts like this. But this one will show you new construction peaked at 700. It says 699.9. It peaked at 700,000 this summer for a median sale price. Today or in December, it clocked in at 548. So basically 150,000 less. Okay. I'll come back to that. It's significant, right? A significant move down in 6 months. A lot of times when you hear news on the radio or on TV or whatever, um, they'll tell you like, oh, home prices are down 5%. That's BS. Because a lot of times they're doing month over month. But in the last 6 months, you can see it. Here's where it was. There's a lot going on this chart, but all you need to know is like, this is where it was in June, and this is where it is now. Okay. Next chart. Same thing for this is for Ada County, but this is existing home sales. The previous one was just new construction. This one is for existing homes, normal homes that people are selling, right? And this one peaked this summer at 590. And where is it now? It is at 499. So it's down 90,000. Okay, so collectively it's down about, together it's over 100,000. But separately, you can kind of see what the trend is doing. And I thought it'd be worth for a while to see Canyon County a little bit further out. It peaked at basically 545. It's 440 right now. So basically down, new construction down 100,000 in Canyon County. And existing home sales, they are, let's say it peaked around 425. It's at 342. So close to 80, 75, 80,000. It's down. Um, okay. So the existing home sales have not dropped as much as new construction, but they probably will. And I'm going to explain why in this video. Okay, so here's what's going on. So first off, I want to talk about inventory because a lot of people, before I go into construction, I keep hearing this there's a lot of smart people out there really predicting a lot of doom and gloom with the real estate market. And I agree, like the economy is crap. So there's a lot of negative things going on with the economy. And I think we are definitely heading to a recession of some form here in 2023. However, what does this mean for housing? Does this mean a housing market crash? I mean, a lot of people are predicting this, and I'm like, it could happen. But here's what I'm seeing here locally. Okay, so locally, use this blue line here again. This is the sign of like, oh crap, their supply of homes is going way up super fast. We're in trouble. But then what happened? It's coming down. So this is the biggest argument for it of us going to any kind of crash like we saw before. And because a lot of people say it's going to be worse. And by the way, that's basically clickbait, okay? Because there's no way it could be worse. All the signs look for things were way worse before than they are now. Like in the '08 kind of stuff. And this chart shows it perfectly. Okay. Now look at this. So again, down the bottom here, this is just the blue triangles. That is 2022. These top lines, okay, the green that's shooting up here, that's 2006. That was the first sign, like things are running amok. And I've done lots of videos on that, right? So boom, 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 and then it finally curbs when it gets up to be about near 4,700. Okay, and then 2007, it stays up there. 2008, it stays up near 5,000 homes on the market. There's just too many. There's just too many. All right. Eventually, the market, you get so much supply. Then the people that, only the homes that are selling basically are foreclosures at that point because people can't actually drop their prices below what they owe it in most cases. And so, yeah, yeah. So this needs to happen for us to have another housing crash. And we're still way off of that. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I need to see something like this for me to be able to say, yeah, I kind of agree, that's possible. Until I see that, it's all hype. Okay, so just know that. All right. So as you try to make plans, I'm a real estate investor. I would like home prices to go way down, but I'm just not predicting that level. Now they've come down a lot, right? You see like 100K here in Ada County, 100K, about or so in Canyon County. That's a lot. That's, in a short period of time. So prices have been adjusting down. Um, but but overall, I want to show you that basically this is what's showing you with the kind of the with the inventory and the sales mixed together, right? So this is kind of months of supply or selling odds they call it. And you can see when this is the whole bust area from 2007 to 2008. It was just 9 to 10. It's just super ugly up in here. Months of inventory going up as high as 16 months. But you see down here, we've been low forever. We dropped stupid low during COVID, which really spiked home prices. That stayed through 2021. And then at start 2022, things started to slow down. And you see this coming up, but it's coming back down. So that just means we're not in trouble yet. However, the market is still adjusting, correcting, okay, still correcting down. And my last video, I talked about the biggest influence going forward, whether it's going to keep correcting down or stay flat, basically, would be if interest rates drop, then I think home prices will hold. If interest rates, I'm sorry, yeah. So if interest rates drop, they will basically, I think, market will pick back up and things will kind of be okay. Like the corrections will stop. But the if interest rates stay in the sixes, I think we have more price corrections going on. So let me just show you. Let's see. Let me pull this up. This is Fannie Mae. Bump, bump, bump. Beginning of the year, we're at like 3% awesomeness. Now we peaked at 7.08, and then now we're at 6.3. Okay, and so it's kind of a trending around here that mark. Now I've been watching a lot of uh, experts and professionals on this mortgage market, and many of them do believe, most of them, the majority believe that it'll drop back into the fives here within the next 3 to 6 months. So that is very encouraging as far as just getting stability in the housing market. Okay. Um, but what's happening with new construction? Now I want to talk about new construction because home sales in the Boise area, they're down like 50%. Like it's way slow right now. So if you go to list your house, it's kind of not a great time because there's just not many people out looking right now. There's a lot of them are waiting for better rates or waiting for better pricing of some kind. And whether that'll happen or not, it's that to be seen. But that's been the trend for the last few months. Basically, it was going okay, and then October hit. We peaked out on interest rates. Yeah, right in, that September, October time, and people are like, whoa. And at the same time, this is when builders got super serious. I mean, super serious about getting rid of inventory. They've been doing it all summer, but this is the time they're like, oh crap. Okay. And sales came to a screeching halt, and they started the slashing prices. And the reason why this is important is builders often can slash their prices, especially the ones that hold a lot of inventory. And in our area, the biggest builder is CBH Homes. They sell a ton of homes. And I'll just show you in a couple charts. Let me pull this up. Okay, so this chart, let me move this around here so you can see this a little better. Da, da, da. So this is CBH Homes actives plus 90 days. So their homes, they have about 400 homes on the market right now today, Treasure Valley area, whatever, 400 homes on the market. Ton, right? Ton of inventory listed on the MLS, okay? So they might have more that's not even listed, but that's how much they have. 400. That's a lot. But I did a spreadsheet here of the homes that are been listed. Their homes have been listed for 90 days plus. Okay, just because I want to show you what they're doing with their pricing. So this is their original price here in this column. If you can't see it, is their current price. And so this is showing, and the red here is showing the price drop. Basically, this column minus this column. What it listed with original price versus where it is now equals price drop. So you can see right here, 131 down 25%. Okay, I see some in here, 200,000 down. Okay, they are slashing their price, 180, 174, 180, 135. I mean, you go down the list, it's like 100K plus for most of these homes. And so this is everything that's 90-day plus. So it's really interesting. I was like, wow, look at all these significant price drop. So if you're actually looking for a house, you should look at one of CBH's because they got their pricing really good. But the downside is that they've blown way past down the existing inventory. So new construction is usually priced significantly over resell. Okay, so sometimes it's a difference of 100 grand. Sometimes it's a difference of 50 grand. Just depends, right, in the area and all kinds of things. But usually they're way higher. And what's happened with these massive cuts, because it's got so much inventory. The company CBH has got so much inventory that they're basically have just been coming their prices. And existing home prices have been coming down, but they're basically dropping below it, if that makes sense. They're dropping, in many areas, in many pockets of where they're operating. It's really impacting the single family homes in those areas. Really, I mean, just look and see what's pending right now. It's crazy. But just look at so, but just he's got so much inventory in this area. This is kind of fun. I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom here because one thing that's really interesting is that and this isn't all his actives. This is just the ones that are 90 days plus, right? On time on market. Well, just to add up all those price drop changes is $20 million. So that's how much of a haircut they're just agreeing to take to get rid of inventory. And my guess is that the last downturn, 208, 2008 to 2012, um, hurt so many builders. I'm sure CBH too, right? So it's like, hey, we're not playing around. They're getting really aggressive about, moving their inventory, and it's working. And I'm going to show you how it's working. Okay, so I did another track a little bit more. So with CBH sales, I said, okay, well, how much did they sell in June of this year? How many homes? I'm not just talking Ada County, but like collectively, what did they sell? Well, it looks like they sold 89 homes in June of 2022 for a median price of $500,000. So that's where they're selling. That's the median price of all the sales that they're making. Okay, and then so 89. And then August, it was a bit slower. And then their median price is down about 50,000. Okay. October, it's down further. And they're like, crap, and even though they're dropping their price, it's still slowing down. Well, once they did basically a equivalent of an average of 100,000 price drop, kind of across the board, some are at 200, some are at 50, you get it, but collectively, um, boom, December, 106 sales. That was a huge month for them. Just last month, just a couple weeks ago. I mean, yeah. And this first couple weeks of January, I'm recording this on January 15th. I'm not sure when I'm going to post it, but just as a January 1st, which is a Sunday, because that basically it's going through January 13th, and taking out a couple days that were holidays and stuff at the beginning of the year. I mean, like not that much is gonna, but they've already at 58 for this first half of January, and you can see that they're even lower. So this is really impacting. I have some listings out there, and that I knew when I priced them right, but I have struggled to sell them. And then when I go to see, well, what is selling except for my listing? Oh, CBH, 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 CBH. They're picking up most of the buyers right now. Yeah. And so I did another calculation too. It looks like I'll just write this in so you can see it. So right now in Ada County, there is, as of today, 813 pending sales, pending sales, like they're getting ready to close. And of those pending sales, 485 of them are new construction. So over 50%, actually probably, gosh, what is the math there? So 60+% looks like, of homes are new construction right now. And normally the ratio of homes sold in our area is like 70% existing home and 30% new construction. Okay. And that's a pretty high month for new construction at 30%. So this is significant when like so many homes right now are new construction. And in Canny County, same thing, where it's even more pronounced there because they have 628 homes pending right now. And of those, 473 of them are new construction. Yeah. So anyway, um, it's crazy, how much, how much, I'll just do the math here. This divided by this equals 59%. Okay, right at 6%, 75% for Canny County. It's new construction. So right now, pending sales, right? Whoa. And this is why, because I show you what Corey Barton's doing. He's not the only builder to do it, but it's like the big ones are doing this mostly. So I just want to point that out because that is impacting. Now, this trend won't last forever. My guess is they're blowing through their inventory right now, and and which is good. It's like we need them to blow through their inventory to for us to basically see, what like, uh, once that happens, once they blow through the inventory, then they're going to get firmer with their prices. Just makes sense, right? They don't have to do that anymore once they kind of don't they take that threat of having all the inventory on the market. So, um, but yeah, but like this chart here shows you how much. This is basically the ones that CBH has sold in January. I mentioned that they've already sold like 58 homes in this first 2 weeks of the year. It's already almost like they do for a whole month. So they're really burning through, and you can see like people are taking advantage of it too. Like this property, somebody bought this one. It was down 200,000 from the original list price. This is a builder who dropped their price 200,000. And down the board, like and it seems like. Yeah, it just the longer it's been listed, the more the price drop. So you could, if you're actually looking for a deal right now and you want new construction, just search for CBH Homes, and the longer it's been listed, the better, because likely the bigger the discount. So there's a tip for you. Um, but uh, but yeah, so that is bringing things down, and it's and I wanted to like mention that because it's impacting affordability. So because affordability needs to, it's been a problem in our area. You can see this right here. So this chart right here shows you the light blue is to 2022, and this first column it says two homes that are 250,000 to 300. And you can see if, as a couple years ago, we used to get a ton of home sales throughout the year in this category, like below 300,000, tons of homes that we used to have that buyers be able to make, and now that's just basically nothing. Okay, and and the same thing under 400,000. It's so much less than it used to be as far as available home sales. So this is why they're part of the reasons the home price is so high. Even the only and you can see that sales are down almost every category, radically, except for the most expensive ones this year, and that's because a lot of stuff had pushed up into this new category. Well, that's starting to change because things are not so affordable with interest rates high. People just can't afford the houses anymore. So it's been interesting to see how much the market's correcting because of these higher interest rates. Now, if interest rates come down, then I think things will level out. I think the builders will get back to normal. I don't think they'll rush their prices back up. There's no longer this issue of um, that being stuck with having high inventory. I think once they burn through their current set as they're doing right now. So I actually am expecting prices to actually mellow out, unless interest rates get hiked up again. So we'll see. But I'm predicting like if you got a house to sell, might be a good time, by late spring to put it on because maybe these builders have blown through their inventory by then, and interest rates have come down, and then more buyers are going to come in. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out. But that's where it is right now. Now, before I part, if you have questions about the market, feel free to hunt me down and ask me. I don't mind that. Secondly, if you know somebody who uh, has a retirement account of some kind, and it's not going very well, right? I went to my financial advisor for the stuff I have like in the stock market recently, and he told me, good news, it went down 0% over this last year. I mean, so I didn't lose money, but I didn't gain any money. Okay, thanks for keeping it safe, I guess. Um, and so, but all my real estate stuff, my investing is doing really well, and that's up my long-term hold stuff. And so, if you know somebody who has money invested for like retirement or stocked away, and it's in a volatile situation, you should have them reach out to me because I'm helping people now get long-term investments that are paying out monthly, and we're averaging 9 to 10% consistently, and it's secured by real estate. So it's a very passive, passive. They don't have to do anything. It's not like you're owning rentals. No. Okay. So uh, if you have money to invest, come talk to me because my long-term stuff is killing it and it's safe. And if you know somebody who's looking for that, I'm helping people get those returns too. So reach out if you want to talk about that. But yeah, stay stay safe out there. And yeah, like I say, I'll probably report another, do another video in a month or so once I kind of see what's happening, see how much inventory's changed with the builders selling off all this stuff, um, and what interest rates are doing too, because that's really gonna be the main factor going forward for 2023. What happens with interest rates? So, okay, all right, that's enough for today. Reach out if you have questions. Take care.